This race recap is brought to you by Strange Engineering. Hashtag Race Strange.
On the first run, when I went by the scoreboards and I looked up and I saw the 398, I'm like, wow, we were low ET by 3 minutes. That's a big chunk. And then second session, force goes out relatively early after the first 4 cars just shook the tires, which told me the racetrack's better than people think. And he goes 397.0. And I thought, wow, we've got the backup for the national record. I think we can run a low 396 out there. And this thing goes out and it's just hunting. The front end just feels light, and it's almost like steering one of those radio flyer wagons. You want it to go left and you keep asking it to and asking it to, and then it goes a little more than you want, and then you chase it back the other way. And I look up at the scoreboard and I thought, well, I didn't read that right. Because nobody's going to run a 392 in a funny car.
Yeah, we were definitely pushing. Brian and Mark, they went back in the notes, and it always feels good when the car does what you want to do. But we knew how good it was out there, and they shied back a little bit. I heard them on the radio because a lot of cars were just overpowering the track, and it was getting cooler out, and you saw a little dust blowing and wind picking up, and they're just worried about, okay, if we get way over it and we don't make it down, that puts you back in the field. But we want to go out there and make a good quality run, and that's what they did. So they backed it down a little bit. So
how much was that of the conditions, and how much was that of your team?
It was a little bit of both. We went up there on the first run more conservative just to get down. We feel like if we don't make a run on the first coming out, then it seems like the weekend you start to struggle right off the bat. So we made sure we went A to B on the first one, and then of course the conditions allowed us to step it on even harder than what we anticipated.
When we got here and unloaded our Harleys, conditions were a little different than this. It's kind of cooling off, getting that typical Sonoma cold air rolling in here, and it's definitely exciting when you come to this place because you never know what you're going to get. You can have a 20-mile-an-hour tailwind, or you can have a 20-mile-an-hour headwind, and the weather can change from cool to hot in the matter of minutes here.